Hi there, guys. Welcome to Outdoors, Brews, and BBQ. This is Carlos, your host. Tonight we're in for another episode with some interesting beers. Specifically one beer that I really like, but of course, like you always, I got I love that beer.
We'll come to. Oh, sorry, you said like, and I was like, no.
I love that beer. But like usual, Hyro.
What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Another night, another episode.
Yeah.
And we got a special guest that's come back into an episode. Over to my left over here, we got Mike. Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Back in from
Good to be back.
BJ's Brewhouse.
BJ's Brewhouse at the Falls.
All right. And then in tonight's episode, we have a new special guest
Mm-hmm.
who hasn't been in any of these episodes before. And I brought him into an episode where I feel like I'm going to kill him with the 4 beers. With the 4 beers we're trying tonight.
I'll take it.
You can
take it.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Welcome to Outdoors, Brews, and BBQ for the first time.
Thank you. I'm Carlos Gonzalez, not Parada. So, don't get it confused.
It's a case
there.
of the 2 Carloses again.
Another case of 2 Carloses in an episode.
There can only be one.
We're gonna stick to the Highlander first.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be great. Just have like swords and just start going at it every time we have another Carlos.
Oh,
we
man,
can make swords out of beer cans.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'll just pop you with one of the growlers.
Doesn't that classify as a grenade at that point?
Hey, you never know, right?
I win.
Hey, shots fired. Or
Shots
got
fired.
cork fired.
But let's go ahead and start off with beer number 1 for this episode. And the 4 beers we brought in tonight are all from BJ's Brewhouse. The first one is an American IPA, right? It's an IPA.
We're doing
American Pale Ale, sorry.
American Pale Ale, right?
American Pale Ale. And we haven't brought an American Pale Ale back into the episode in a minute. So we're going to start off today with the American Pale Ale called Piranha.
Piranha.
Piranha like
Pale
the
Ale.
fish.
Correct. Piranha like the fish. And actually, the name is actually inspired by the fish. So
Got it. So the Piranha itself comes in at a what? 5.7 APV?
correct.
All right.
And the IBU count is 40.
Okay.
Drink count's about 1.62. So it's about a beer and a half.
So about a beer and a half puts me at a happy level.
Yeah. It'll
make you
start
happy.
you off something, right?
Okay. It'll start me off.
But the Piranhas is it's a hoppy ale with an intense hop aroma and a hoppy finish, citrus and grassy hop flavors.
A lot of hop.
It's a lot of hop.
And that's where
As
the
long
name,
as I'm not hopping like a bunny after I drink it.
Actually, I think you want to be hopping like
No,
a buddy.
no,
You know,
no,
you
no.
feeling good. Be like, hey.
Hey, if you
Hello,
hop,
buddy foo-foo over here. Hey.
if you hopping that good after one of these, then we in bad shape, man.
But like I said, the name of the beer is inspired by the bite, the hoppy bite that you get when you first taste the beer, like a piranha, like the fish. It's got a nice bite to it.
Okay. Let's start popping some of these cans open. 4 cans? Start off. Ooh.
And then one unopened, so you can.
And one unopened
Show
to put in
everyone.
front of the camera. That's right. We did not pre.
Yeah, we're gonna put them out. This one's gonna
There was
be a
no
little
preparation
different.
on this
Yeah.
episode. It's all good. Let's
We
just
don't
start
need
the
no
serving
prep.
it, and then I'll put the empty can in front of the camera. Go ahead and pass this one over here to Mike.
All right, thank you, sir.
Where the hell are the cups? They're over to my left.
I already got mine.
You already got yours?
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Out of the can for me.
Out of that can for you. All right, let's go here for Carlos's beer. It's got a nice color tone to
Ooh,
it.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It's got a nice
I'm really digging it.
a gold tone.
I can't wait for you to show everyone at home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And those on the podcast will explain it in a bit. You know, we don't want to give you a little extra without making it even for everyone.
Let's go ahead and
for
put
Chen?
this. I mean, I hope Chen likes that.
Chen,
Yeah, man.
That
it
American
smells
Pale Ale.
good.
Carlos, you want more?
I mean, I'll take a top off. Don't get me wrong.
You'll take the top off?
You're popping your top off already?
I mean,
hey, Papi.
I didn't think we would get like that.
Hey, just legends never die.
Exactly. I was about to say that too. I was about to say, let's just. Got the right tea.
You already know.
Great Bambino.
The salt.
All right, let's put this here in the can. All right, so we got.
Some lady signed it, baby.
Yes.
Some lady named Baby Ruth.
Okay.
Is she important?
You want more? Or you go with that for now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's start steady.
We got a motley crew
Shoot,
today.
All right, but here goes the
All right.
first one.
I still have to get my marriage license notarized tomorrow, so I got to make sure that I'm
Well,
awake.
A man just got married. You know,
Yeah.
congrats.
Man just got married.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Cheers to that, guys.
cheers.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
it
tastes
smells
good.
so good.
Now look at that color. I love the color of this. This is like a nice, like, light amber.
It does have
Like
its hoppiness.
Yeah,
Yes.
immediately.
I mean, it's not bad though.
It's got a nice smooth aftertaste to it. It's not really overwhelming. It kind of doesn't stick with you.
Yeah.
You can always tell this for pale ales or IPAs. You can always tell the really nice thing about on the glass. As you take a sip, you can always measure yourself by each sip you take because there's always just a little residual that sticks up to it.
Hey, you measure yourself. I don't. All right, keep it to yourself.
Hey, they don't have it. At least,
No one tells me what to do.
it's a family show. PG.
PG. This show ain't no PG.
All right,
This
pull
shit
out
ain't
the
no PG,
yardstick.
bro.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
But oh my gosh, yeah, I do.
It definitely has its hoppiness as it's described there in the description. It's got a wonderful color to it.
It's hoppy, but not like
It's not
smacking
strong.
you in the
I-
face.
Yeah.
I like the can, but honestly, the draft gives you just something so much different.
Oh, always,
Yeah.
always.
But that's with I feel like that's with every
Anyway,
single
when you
beer.
get it from the draft, is it? Oh,
Because the can, I think it like mellows it down just a little bit because you should
Yeah.
have you should really like a smack your lip type reaction to it at first.
Yeah. I mean, even with that, it is really like smooth. Typically don't really like pale ales because I'm not a fan of like really hoppy flavors, but it's not that bad. I'm actually, this is pretty. I'd definitely drink this again. It's good.
Okay.
A lot
So-
of the people that we
I
have,
have drank it multiple
that order
times.
it, it's their go-to, and that's what they order. That's what they drink. That's all they drink.
Yeah.
But it's definitely one of those beers that not a lot of people are familiar with. It's something that definitely introduce them to.
Now, if we had to rate it from, and you've seen Untapped, you've used Untapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you rate
We
it
have the same
from
rating.
0.25 all the
To
way
5.
up to a 5.0 flat.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we're going by quarters. If you had to give this a rating from that quarter to a 5 flat, where would you land this beer more or less?
Well, I usually try to like not do too much of extremes. So like for me, 3 is really middle of the road, something I don't mind so much. I would probably drink again, and then from there it's like how much do I like it? How often would I drink it? Right?
Okay.
Even though I don't particularly like pale ales, this is probably a little closer to a 3 1/4, maybe a 3.5.
Okay.
I would definitely drink this again. This is the hoppiness of it kind of makes me think of like summer, where you're kind of out, you're chilling. You want something that's a little bit refreshing, but
like
you need
that.
something to kind of keep you awake after all the sun and the water. Definitely gives me that sort of feeling.
It's definitely an
I like that.
outdoor
Damn.
barbecue
Yeah,
pale
yeah.
ale.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
I feel like I could eat this with something charred.
Something charred?
Yeah, like charred. A little.
Oh, some
I mean-
bartends.
I was looking at the description.
Ooh, some
Yes.
bookends, yeah.
I was looking at the description, and the description kind of says it pairs great with some sort of spicy platter.
Generally, most hoppy
Or
beers.
some chili.
Hoppy beers will usually always like a jambalaya or spicy wings or
jambalaya.
something like that.
Yeah.
Like our Nashville hot wings, that Nashville sauce.
Okay.
I like the Nashville hot. I just got to put extra because your boy
It's
likes
funny
hot.
because
It's never spicy
I
enough.
had to
It's
I had
not,
to chug
but I
some
love it.
solids
It's
before
good.
getting here, so we stopped at the first thing I saw with the drive-through as I was getting closer, and as I exited the drive-through, I'm like, I completely forgot there's a fucking Wingstop right behind this. Place.
Yeah, the Wingstop right
Oh,
there.
there's a Wingstop.
It was
right
right
here
there
on
on
Washington.
120th. There's
never,
a Wingstop.
Never been to a Wingstop.
Ooh,
They are good. The wings are really good. Quick wings.
I've only been to Buffalo Wild Wings 2 or 3 times.
Once you go to Wingstop,
once you go to Wingstop, you
it's-
never go back to Buffalo Wild Wings.
100%.
You guys
Like
are-
but Buffalo Wild Wings has other things that like the ambiance, like the yard, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go in for that. But if you're going for wings, you're just hungry. You're like, hey, look, let me get some wings. You go to Wingstop.
yeah, we actually changed ours because for a while wings and stuff like that were so difficult to get.
Well, yeah, I know. I
Because
used,
of
I used to
price
have the
and everything
thighs.
Like that. Yeah, so the
I was
thighs
the-
for a while.
I kept ordering thighs because that's all.
So our new distributor and stuff like that, we actually switched it up. Instead of it just being fried to order, we actually slow roast them in the oven for 3.5 hours.
Oh,
And
wow.
then we fry them to order.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now they come out like they fall off the bone.
And it's been so long since I've had wings there because
Okay.
of like only
Damn.
thighs and like now wings. So I don't
It's-
even remember how the wings taste
it's
like.
a game changer, man. It's so good.
Okay.
Shit.
Don't you
Alright,
guys have? There's a bacon jam wing that you guys have. Also?
Yes.
Yes.
Bro, I feel like this would
I
also.
feel like
pair
yes at the
great-
same time. Yes,
But
there
on the
is.
sweeter side, I would have said the Jeremiah Red would be really good with the bacon jam. because of the
man.
malt.
But Jeremiah's Red's a great beer. Also,
I
love
yeah,
a
I love
Jeremiah.
that.
That's all around. That I feel like that's like the working man's beer. Like that.
Maybe if you were to throw a little bit of like chili on top of there, or what do you call it? Cholula, right? That's
a
the
little
hot
Cholula
sauce.
on top.
Right?
Okay.
Throw a little bit of
Cholula.
that on top of there with the bacon jam. Yeah.
All right. That's not bad.
Mhm.
Oh.
I like this.
So y'all ready for tomorrow's lights out?
Well, it's supposed to be hitting us now.
Oh, it's supposed to be
Yeah.
hitting us now?
Apparently.
Well, overnight, we're getting like the bands right now.
Bro,
Probably
I
like
find
the
it
late at night. Like,
ridiculous, bro. That
oh, and if you don't know what we're talking about Hurricane Nicole.
Hurricane
Supposed to be
Nicole,
hitting us soon.
it is still, you know what, a good 100+ miles off the coast.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
supposed
You
to be
know,
hitting us like in the
we're
morning,
getting the outer bands.
like 2 in the morning or something
It's
like
supposed
that.
to be hitting us around 2 a.m., between 2 and 4 a.m. tonight. And 48 hours ago, I'm watching morons at the gas station filling up
Again.
containers
Always.
of gasoline.
Always.
You know, like the lights are going to go out across the entire state of Florida on a Category 1 hurricane.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
the new people that moved here.
Dude, for real.
Thank God for only in Dade.
Only in Dade. Oh man, I love
Because
only in Dade.
Hurricane Nicole's gonna hit in less than 12 hours. Wait, Bobby, we gotta go. So they're at the gas station. They're filling up, you know,
5 gallon, 10 gallon.
mop
Yeah,
buckets
yeah.
and stuff
Yep.
like that, full of gasoline.
Bags.
Oh, that was it.
Garbage
That
bags?
honestly
was
was
one.
the dumbest shit I ever
Yo, I
seen.
saw that. I was
That
like,
one
"Are
for
you
sure
kidding?
won
Are you?"
the moron award
And they were
from me.
completely committed to it the whole time. They filled it up, and they're picking it up. It's leaking all over the place,
Oh,
and they're just
Ridiculous.
so tying a knot in it, and it's like
Yeah, that.
Ridiculous, bro.
Yo,
But anyways, I
Darwin
filled up
Awards.
my. I didn't give a shit what the price was. I just went to the regular gas station by work. I was like, sure, I'll pay 40 cents more than the gas station by the house because I ain't gonna go make no damn line.
Yep.
And I just fill up the tank, and I was like, whatever. My
I
tank,
gassed up yesterday. I was
three-
like,
my tank was 3/4 empty, so I was like, I gotta fill up either way. You know?
a little cool trick.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
You can actually take a can, and if you lift it up like this, and just pour it right up against the side, it'll pour it without foaming up.
Bah.
Wow.
Take a.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
good. Here, so that one's empty.
Oh, that one's empty. So you
You
can
guys
get
can- we'll do it on the hop stand.
Let's do the next one.
It's actually a cool trick.
That's
that's
not a
my
bad
favorite,
idea.
yeah.
I like that trick.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah,
to know.
I've never seen that trick. Oh, but talking about this hurricane, what Nicole?
Nicole.
I don't even know what name we're on anymore, bro.
Yeah.
No, Nicole, whatever the hell Nicole, whatever hurricane name this is, you know, fancy little tool to have, and these things are not expensive. I got these lights for one of our prior camping trips, and they were more.
No, he's talking about the lights right behind us.
And you're about to see these lights go on, you know, for those of you who are watching. But I brought a 24-foot strip of lights. This is USB powered. It is
Yeah.
made by a company called Brightech Ambience Pro USB powered string of lights. They're, again, 24 feet long. Uses up only 1.5 watt LEDs. Right, has 3,000 lumens.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yo,
3K level.
3,000.
That's
Yeah, that's
altogether,
what it
though.
says. It didn't seem like 3,000 though when I plugged it.
Yeah,
I ain't
no.
gonna lie.
Is there a 3K
If I
setting?
found this USB under my arm here, that'd be great. No, I don't know where the hell I put it, but I know it's here somewhere. It might be under my ass at this point. I'm trying to figure that out. There we go.
There's already
Found
something under
He
your
put-
ass.
he
Come
put
on,
it in the wrong
man.
plug.
Already
man.
something under my ass.
Come
bro.
on.
Yeah. But over on my other hand here, I have a 20,000 milliamp power bank by Mophie.
Yep.
So between these two accessories, we're looking at this power bank $69. The lights that are going to light
That's
up here
really good.
behind our heads are $14.99 on Amazon.
They're-
$14.99. Are you out of your mind?
$14.99?
What about 6 feet in length?
No, 24 feet in length.
24.
24,
Oh,
and
shoot.
this crap is not lighting up. There we go.
There you go.
Do they have an adapter where you're able to plug it into like a plug to the wall type thing?
I actually ordered an adapter online, and I bought that separately because when they come in the box, they only come
Oh, there we
with.
go.
They literally only come with a USB.
This is how we're gonna record now.
We're
It just
gonna
look like-
record in the darkness here.
Yeah.
But this is a great
So it
tool.
actually happened in the show. We got caught in the hurricane. You know, lights went out.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got smacked by Nicole,
Hey,
and
there
now
you
we're in the dark. Yeah.
Hey, I believe they call that mood lighting, right?
Yeah.
Nicole set up the mood.
You don't know no man, don't be no man on that day.
Ooh, that's exactly what he sounded like.
did you say you like to see homos naked?
Oh no, no man, no.
What do you mean?
Damn, the fact that y'all remember the lines that well.
Desquiodo.
These kills.
I haven't
When he
seen
said
it.
that.
I haven't seen that movie in a good minute.
It was on I watched it the other day.
Yeah?
It's still as good as it was the
Yeah.
first
Bro,
time.
I don't
every
think
time.
there's
Go wrong with that.
you can't ever go wrong with a movie by Adam Sandler. It's a guaranteed. Waterboy was a great movie when it was out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still a great movie today.
LT in that movie is so good.
yeah.
But back to your question about does it come with a plug, Mike? I actually
Yeah.
bought a USB plug that had 4 USB ports,
Okay.
and I bought 2 additional strings of these lights.
Mm-hmm.
So when we do go out there camping, I have a solar panel generator
Oh,
that has got 110 outlets.
Okay.
So I just plug that one plug straight to
Right
that
in there.
generator, and it lights up 4 strips in one shot.
That's awesome.
So I light up the entire campsite just with these little lights,
That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
and they consume no power.
No,
They are awesome.
The reason why I ask is because for our reception for our wedding, we're gonna do. My parents have this huge oak tree in the backyard,
Okay.
and we're gonna hang lights like these, string lights and stuff like that. But the ones they have at Home Depot are like $95 for like maybe 20 feet,
Yeah, no, man.
Damn.
and
These things are $14. Water resistant, so
Yeah.
if you get sprinkled on whatever, you don't have to worry about. Just you get some black electrical tape and wrap up where you plug the USB head
Yeah,
into, and
exactly.
you'll be fine.
yeah,
You know, and they're
I'll have to get
again
the
24
information.
feet
That's
long. And you can tie one to another. So if you tie them from 2 separate ends, unfortunately, at the opposite end of this cable, it doesn't have a female USB
Yeah.
port.
okay,
It just has a dead end. But you can tie the 2 dead ends together, and you can have the plugs coming from 2 different sides.
okay, I got you,
Right.
I got you.
All right, so that's an idea you can do with this cable.
Very cool, man.
But
I like that.
I've used it already multiple times, and it's easy to repack. It comes in a small box. Yeah, patience putting it back in the box, but
Paciencia, paciencia.
I've used the same box they've come in since I bought them.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I like these, man. I can fuck with these.
No, yeah,
lights.
they're really
not
bright,
bad.
man.
Well,
I saw
They
them and I
do
was
the
thinking
job.
of like having them
Yeah.
like as a backyard, just actually like
yeah.
I've been looking to get some LED lights.
And in this case, when we go camping, I put these things inside the canopy.
Let them
Oh, the vampire in me is coming out.
Damn, Nicole.
They have lights coming on.
Hey, FPNL pull through
For once.
for once.
For once. All right, man, I'm ready for another beer. Let me,
yeah.
Wait,
let me
hold
chug
on.
this.
Before we
Wait,
jump,
so I got
we
mine.
never gave our ratings.
We never gave our ratings. We got
Mike
a
never we got one. We got 2
Wow.
because technically Chen gave his. His was 3.75. He enjoyed this.
okay.
Mike,
I 3.25.
3.25 for you. Okay.
Not something that I will drink all the time because I like you guys at the last podcast. I'm a big IPA fan. I love IPAs. Pale ale for me. I mean, I've had a lot of Sierra Nevada and stuff like that, which is another great pale ale. Not a big fan of the Torpedo actually, but
But Mike, what do you feel different from this beer versus an IPA? Because to me, honestly, right now, I'm drinking this pale ale, and I don't feel a big difference between an IPA and this beer that I'm having.
when you drink an IPA, you know you're drinking an IPA because it sets in. You have that heaviness to the IPA, like that bitterness that kind of just grabs you by the growl and just
Yeah.
you know it's an IPA when you sip
Okay.
it. With this, it has a bite to it. You get that hoppiness, that finish, but it's much lighter. It's a lot more drinkable. It's like the perfect baby child of like an IPA and a pale ale creates the committed because you get all the great things of a hop or a
Right.
hoppy IPA, but then
Yeah.
you get all the finish of a pale ale. But I mean, 6-pack in my hand, yeah, I'm down these things any day.
Okay.
Pair with some great food.
Yeah.
Definitely a solid 3 for me.
Solid 3. All right.
Solid 3? Okay. What'd you give it, Howard?
I give it a 3.25.
I'm going to stick to a 3.5, 3.25.
All right.
Yeah.
Like this, so we got 3.75, 3.5, 3.25,
3.5, 3/4, 3/2.
We'll give it 3/4. How about that? You
Yeah,
feel a little safer
3/4
with that?
I'll give it 3.5. I'm
3.5.
feeling generous.
Okay,
I'll give it 3.5.
3.5.
All right.
We got 3/4. We got 3. That's a good one. That's
I'll give it a 3.25.
That's a thumbs up
That's
from
not
us.
bad.
Yeah,
That's a thumb up. Thumbs up.
definitely in the positive there.
Would you use this for a beer can chicken?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd probably be
I'll
drinking it while I'm still watching it.
I'll shove it up. I'll shove it up the chicken's ass. Why not?
That's gonna be the gauge. Would you shove it up a chicken's ass? Like that's.
Hey, speaking of that,
Everybody
turkeys,
right
the
now is
beer-
like, wait,
beer
you're
can turkey's coming up. You got Thanksgiving in a few
Beer
weeks.
can turkey.
Stevens around the corner.
You know?
When it comes to beer can turkey, bro, that's a big.
That'll
That
be.
ain't a beer can turkey, bro. That's a beer growler turkey.
Yeah, that's why you drink
Because-
Foster's, man.
Nah,
Get that big
growler.
old
Then
can.
you put it
God.
into a fry. Like
No, you can't put the. You're right. You know, highly disappointed with the Fosters.
Yeah, they're
Foster's
terrible.
what? Why did you drink a Foster's for?
Because hey, first of all,
Australian for really bad beer.
It's not even
was-
Australian. That's
it was the curiosity of tasting a beer that I had never tasted before.
Okay.
Why the fuck does it come in such a big can? That was a question in mind.
Uh-huh.
And again, it wasn't what I expected. I was expecting more, and it tastes like shit.
no.
Yeah.
I was disappointed
crap
with that
beer.
beer.
I think it's like Canadian, isn't it? Like,
no,
it's
Australian.
It's actually
Is it
Australian.
Australian?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every Australian that's spoken to is
Kangaroos
like, nah.
can't make beer, bro.
Oh, it's funny.
Kangaroos
They,
can't make
have
beer.
their own beers that are actually good.
Its nickname is
but it's
Kangaroo
not
Piss.
Foster's.
Oh, its nickname is Kangaroo Piss?
Yeah.
Damn, that explains so much.
Damn.
Yeah. That explains
Is
so
it
much.
asking
right there.
too much for
There
a
we go.
kangaroo to come around with like a pouch full of ice and beer?
I would love that.
No. Just pulling out a can. I don't want to milk the kangaroo.
Oh, look at that
Or
throwback
maybe-
photo right there.
maybe-
That was one of our
What?
former guests.
God.
That is a photo of a former guest in one of our episodes by the name of Mr. Steph.
I just want to know
The
who
Steps.
hurt you.
His sister Stephanie.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
his sister
His name is
which was
Stefan.
also here.
Stefan.
His
Stephanie?
sister Stephanie tied his ass up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
We call them both Steph. Like
We just call him Steph.
They're both Steph.
Thing one, thing two, right?
Thing one, thing two. There you go.
Oh, here.
Except
So
thing one
the cool trick.
is
yeah.
Oh.
thing one was
So, here.
Don't forget Chen.
thing one's like a little firecracker.
So, so you can take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the camera on this. This looks good.
Oh shit!
Oh damn!
All right, like a boss.
Wow.
And
All right.
And it's not all the way full, but you can do it with a full beer and it just fills it right up.
Interesting.
Oh, shit.
Interesting.
All right, yeah, I'm
Never
trying
done that.
100%.
Nobody, it didn't pick up on the camera what happened.
Well, I mean, it was so when he put the can in the cup, the beer went in the cup, but it didn't like foam up all crazy.
Yeah, anytime you've poured a beer into a cup,
This is the one you poured.
yes.
Chen
Yeah.
just had the question on what's going on. So that's why we're trying to answer.
Anytime you pour a can into like a solo cup or something like that, and you
was
just
trying
pour
to
it, it just
find-
foams up like crazy.
Right, you pour it on the side.
Like yeah, you'll tilt it, and you'll sit
Carlos, you
there
got a
and
beer,
you're
right?
trying to
Yeah, I'm
get it
good.
in.
Yeah, you good?
But if you just take it and you take the tab, which I did not know until recently, is actually for a straw.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
The
flip,
little-
yeah.
you
Yes.
flip it all and you
But
put
you
a
don't drink
straw
this
in.
with a straw, but like.
Why the fuck would I drink a beer with a straw?
No, but for like,
But it was like
you know,
for, like,
soda
sodas.
cans and stuff
Oh,
like
It's like,
okay.
you know,
I was,
they
I
use
was
the
about to
if,
say.
if you take the tab and you just put it 9 degrees up and you put it up against the corner or the edge of the cup and you just let it go,
That's interesting.
it'll fill it right up.
Interesting.
The cool little tricks.
Mike's fun fact of the day.
I was trying to find the nicest way to
I
explain
mean-
like pouring a beer without.
And the
it
next
sounding
comment is not to
condescending.
offend anybody who has this scenario, but unless you don't have two hands, why the fuck would you drink a beer with a straw?
Yeah. Watch someone with one arm, just like, what
Yeah.
the fuck did you just? What the-
Why can't somebody with one arm drink a beer without?
Oh, I'm in two arms. My bad. Look, all right, it's just me, all right.
Hyro, did the pale ale already get to you, bro? We
Nah, it
only
was the
started,
vodka
bro.
from earlier.
Oh, that was the vodka from earlier. Coño. All right, he already came prepped. All right. So this one's called the Hopstorm IPA, also by BJ's. This one ranges in, let's see here, the little cheat sheet I was provided.
It's cheat sheet?
6.5
cheat sheet.
ABVs.
So this one's with a IBU of 65.
6.5, yeah.
Six.
Oh, sorry, the IBU is
65
and
IBU
the
with a
ABV is
6.5 ABV.
6.5, yeah.
Okay.
Epa. I'm liking these numbers. Well, to be honest, I've had every one of these beers.
We're
But,
doing the brew genius and stuff like that for BJ's. Easiest way to remember the information on the Hopstorm is 6.5, 65, and it's made with 6 different type of hops. So it's 666 all across the board.
Hey, I like it. I like that.
That's the type of beer my wife would like.
Looks like she'd love it. If only she was here.
Only if she was here.
So speaking of the beer, so like I said, it's 6 different hops, 6 different hop variations contributes to the complex hop character of the beer. Profound hoppy with balanced bitterness. This is a classic American style IPA.
Interesting. I can see the difference you were saying between the pale ale we had before this and the IPA we're having now.
The
so
body.
Indian pale ale. Other than the body, the taste alone, it's so much more hoppiness.
Yeah.
When you drink an IPA, you know you're drinking an IPA.
Yeah.
Whether if it's a New England or West Coast style or American or anything, you know you're.
This is the first time I actually have Hopstorms IPA by BJ's.
Really?
I had
I thought-
never.
Me too.
I thought we've had it before.
No,
I guess
never.
it's just me always drinking.
I've had a couple of them. I just never had this one specifically. I had the Committed, which is your double IPA, which we had
That's
in a prior
normal.
episode.
That's my go-to.
And that I love Committed. I feel this one's slightly hoppier than Committed.
That's part of the double IPA process and stuff like that, which kind of makes it very dangerous to drink for the Committed because it's so smooth in the finish, and you get all those initial, true classic IPA flavors at first, a little bit more, but it's so smooth at the finish, and you can just sit there and drink it back, and before you know it, you're 3 in at 8.6%. And but,
Well, I'm having a good
I'm trying
day.
to revolve back here to our notes that we did when we had Committed to see what I gave Committed, because I feel like
I
this is
think you gave it a 4 or 5.
Yeah, man, we gave it a 4.
we gave it a really I gave it a high
gave
number.
I think I gave it like a 5 because that's my
I
favorite.
gave it-
I think mine was a 5.
It's
Yeah, because I was
definitely-
like, that's my favorite.
It's definitely a beer that I respect. I love the Committed.
Yours was like high up there too. It was like we were like, yeah, we all love this. Like this.
Shit, I've already tasted that many beers since I had this Committed.
And
Fuck.
if I'm not mistaken, interesting thing about the Committed, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually an offsite beer for us. I think it's in. If I'm
Really?
not, I may be wrong on this, but if I'm not mistaken, I think we do in a joint partnership with Sierra Nevada.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken,
That's interesting.
Wow.
because
Interesting
it's
facts.
the
All right.
only beer that we get from and full 20-ounce keg form
Yeah.
that has a different label than the rest of our beers. And it says Committed, and it has where it comes from. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they actually help us with that particular beer.
Interesting.
Interesting. So referring back to Committed when we did have it on the prior episode where we had you in, Mike, I gave Committed a 4.75.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gave it like I was like, it's
I
like a
gave
4.75. I was high.
I gave it a really high
because we
rating.
drink
Yeah,
Committed.
yeah.
So let's be real.
At 4.75 for a
Committed's
beer is like,
No,
you
yeah.
know, I don't want to give it that solid 5 because I'm afraid I'm gonna find something better, and I, respectfully, I'm gonna want to have a 5 for that better.
For me, 5 just means just like it's the top tier that I will come in. And drink.
Exactly.
For me,
Like-
it doesn't mean like it's gonna be my number one.
And like I said the last episode that I was here for, the Voodoo Rangers from New Belgium.
Rangers,
I'm a big fan of all the Voodoo Rangers, and they actually have what I was it Saturday before last? Saturday before last. I was just stopped at Total Wine with the wife, and they had a little stand, and they had a special for Voodoo
For
Rangers,
Voodoo
for
Rangers?
all New Belgians. It was $6.95 for a 6-pack. That's why I still have those.
Okay,
Oh
yeah,
shit!
that's not
Okay,
bad at
that's
all.
not bad at all.
But they have a new
$6.95.
one.
I feel like that's what I get when I just order one single beer.
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
exactly what.
But funny enough, the Grand Cru is $6.95.
Yeah, I know.
I got you on that one.
Yeah, but normally a 6-pack
Hey.
is like $10.99 or $11.99 or something like that
Yep.
for just a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And they had them on special, and I bought like 4 of them.
I mean, yeah.
Damn,
I would
at
too.
that
That's a
price, I
great
would too.
price.
Shit, that's the no-brainer right there.
It's like, well, I'm set for the next.
At that,
But-
I mean,
But even
she
then,
yelled at me once. She yelled at me once because
Just once?
well, this one was specifically why the fuck did you buy so much beer? You know, because I went to Publix because she sends me, and Publix, guys, for those of you outside of Florida, is one of our grocery store lines here in the state of
One
Florida.
of the greatest grocery
One of the
lines
greatest.
ever.
Especially when you go in for a chicken
Pub
tender
subs,
sub. Oh my
bro.
god. But they had a special on.
for on all New Belgians, buy one, get one.
No, they had a special on Golden Monkey.
Oh yes.
So it was buy one
Yeah.
get one.
Sometimes they go.
So I was
Oh,
like,
you're
fuck.
not a fan. Your face.
I'm
right
like, damn, I never get this special. I'm gonna go home loaded.
now. You don't
No?
like? Oh, Mike's
You don't
not
like Golden Monkey?
a fan
I
of
don't like Golden Monkey.
Oh man, I took home 4 boxes of Golden Monkey, and then she looks at me and he's like, "Why the hell did you buy that much beer?"
I just saved us money.
You don't sound like that. I'm
It's
sorry.
like,
It's like,
you don't see it right now.
you don't
but-
say it right now, but that means I don't have to buy a box for at least 4 months
Hey,
because I don't drink it every day. I drink it occasionally. This is a long-term investment.
That only lasted the weekend.
this is an investment in my happiness. and at a discounted price.
Where did what happened to all those beers? Yeah, see, what happened was
What happened was
They were great.
they were delicious, but I'm not a fan.
Not a fan?
No.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, we all have our
No, of course.
our flavor buds are all different, right? I do know that we have a beer here in the cooler tonight that for sure it has respectfully has a top
He's
tier
like,
for
it's
me.
what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
For the last 23 incarnations?
23 incarnations. I believe I was only introduced into this beer around Carnation number 19.
I go back
Maybe around
6 or
Carnation
7 years?
18.
I've been having it for.
I mean, it
Yeah,
all depends.
probably.
How long ago was it that we lost Mr. P. Dollar?
Oh, damn, P. Dills.
P. Dills. That was a good.
Damn, that was
good
okay. So I'm the worst person because time for me, it all's just mixed together.
It's secular.
Like you could tell, like
I would say that was
you could
about
be
five and a half years
someone
ago.
left 10 years ago. For me, they left 2 months ago.
No.
like I'm like.
It was about 5.5 years ago.
That happens to me
Maybe a
too.
little less.
Like,
Like
because
maybe
restaurants have the
4.5
highest
years.
turnover rate of any
Because
other.
I was already there for a
He's
little
right.
bit before he.
I'll be sitting there at
before he
work one day. I was
split.
like, hey, I haven't seen so and so in a while. Yeah, they haven't been here in 6 months. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, because for me, time just bleeds. It's like I don't see it. Like I'll be like, when people ask me like, when I'm like, yo, I don't remember. I don't even remember. I feel like you've only been working like 5 years and you've been there like what 10 now?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Bro, what you on?
everything.
What you on, bro? I wish it was only 10.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna describe what company we work for in this podcast, but I've been with you for 12
See, I've been there
years,
16.
12 and a half.
Wow.
I just had my 20th anniversary this year.
Damn.
For in the biz.
Wow.
20 years.
Damn.
October 11th last month.
Candela.
I'm at 18 for the mall. That's because I used to work in another store to the mall before I worked where I did.
No, I've been
Bro,
frog leaping
isn't that
over.
your nickname? I'm pretty
What?
sure your login nickname is.
Oh yeah, it is. That's my login is where I used to work.
yeah. That's it, right.
I did that on purpose
Oh,
so I wouldn't forget
shit.
because I didn't want to use anything personal. And I was like, yeah,
No,
whatever.
You're right. You're right. But
And now
you know,
everyone else
that-
has these long ass like logins. I'm like, yo, hell
Nah,
nah.
bro, I'm just gonna
I see
check-
some of these new people. I'm like, what the hell? Delete it,
Bro.
change it, shorten it.
Yo, there's one of those people that has 3 names.
Okay.
They got first name underscore whatever name underscore whatever name.
Bro.
It's long as
Bro.
Hell
fuck
no,
to-
no,
nah,
no.
bro.
Login,
Cut,
no.
drop
Bro,
that shit.
So, bro. Who trained them? Who set them up?
Carlos.
You did not let them do that. You did not let. You did not.
So can I put any name? No, it has to be your full government name.
As a matter of fact,
but my last name has 16 characters. Go right ahead.
listen, bro.
Go
It's
for
all
it.
about security. Put your full name. Make sure you put in your social security sprinkled in there. All right. Extra security.
Date of birth.
Okay.
The name of your favorite- the name of
Date
your
of birth
first
goes in
dog.
password.
Bank information.
okay.
Yeah.
Bank information.
Routing number. 100%.
Just the last 4 though. Because the first of your account number, the first 6 are the same for everybody. So the last 4 is what's important.
I can't believe you let them do that.
Yo, who is the last one on the bottom there, bro? Blanco Nino.
Hey, they're happy that we got the other Carlos here.
Oh yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. Though. I know who Great Sports Card. That's Bonet.
Yeah, it's Bonet. He was here
Oh
last week.
shit.
I don't know who the bottom I don't know who Blanco Nino is. No.
Bueno.
I know-
Somebody coming
I
from
mean-
DC, that's nice.
Yeah, that's my mother.
And then
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll spit it out for those of y'all watching it. Sure, why not? I mean, the last name
But
didn't
in
give
the
it off
end,
already.
At that point, we're not gonna know who's
Oh,
on
now I
this
see
chat.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, she went up there to babysit my niece and my nephew for the
Hi, Mom.
next few days, and I sent her the link earlier. I was like, "Oh, hey, we're going on tonight." So she's up there being entertained by our stupidity here tonight. It's all good. I'm enjoying our
It's
stupidity,
Oh, always.
Oh yeah, it's
Always.
a good time.
especially when we have some drinks. I have to be involved with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
People
We
on
have,
our podcast
we have
land
ratings
and
then more beer.
YouTube, Twitch land also
Yeah.
enjoying our stupidness.
So this rating, you gave this IPA respectfully a what?
For the Hopstorm, the Hopstorm for me is hard. It's difficult to say because I love the Committed so much, but it's 3.5, 3.75.
Okay.
I'll go with a 3.75 for me.
375. That's not bad.
I'm gonna land right there with you at that 3.5.
It's just so hard because there's so many different IP. It's just
The committed for me was definitely
Like for you,
a
it's not
whole
the top.
different
It's just
flavor.
like
Yeah, the committed was a whole different ballgame. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna respectfully
Yeah,
not
that's
give this
why-
one
that's why
such
you
a
don't-
high rating.
for these beers, I always go by that beer only. I don't try to gauge it with the other ones. I'm always like, this beer tastes like I would enjoy it. This is like what I give as personally like. I will grab this out of the fridge really quick, or I will like order it at a bar. Like, yeah, you know what? Let me get this one today. Or it all depends on the mood. Like that's what I gauge the beer by. I gauge it by how I personally interact with it, or would interact with it. Because some of these I've had, and especially those Oktoberfest that we had.
Bro, that episode was horrible.
Not the Oktoberfest. There was one show that we had like a pack of Oktoberfest.
Rogue and Shipyard and everything.
It was like a variety
it was-
pack selection.
Oh yeah, you showed me the pictures. Yeah.
Horrible shit, man.
Nah.
Worst Oktoberfest beers or October beers that we've had. in a
One
while.
tasted like water and dirt.
But it's like
Little sprinkle of pumpkin.
I even said it.
Bro,
I was like, this tastes like water
but he
and
was
dirt.
100% accurate. It was like having that flavor you get in your mouth as you walk into a yard where the grass just got cut. Like that sense of moisture and cut grass, and it was just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a little bit.
There was
of
only one
dirt,
good one out of that pack
topping.
for me. There was only one that was like
So
good.
it's like being at a baseball game when they just cut the grass and you sprinkle a little bit of clay on it. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
You got it. You nailed it on the spot. Nailed it on the spot. Nailed it on the spot. No.
All right,
I'm
Chen.
ready for, Chen, what do you give this beer?
3.5.
3.5.
Wow.
from
All
Chen.
right, got 3.5
Okay.
from Chen.
Wow.
All right, Chen should be going to BJ's more often.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
The brew house.
Not the warehouse.
Oh,
Yo, but you know what?
all right.
Yo,
so,
okay.
other Carlos
Oh man,
Gonzalez. I'm just gonna go.
I'm gonna be the odd one out, man. It's a 2.5 for me.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. I'm not an IPA person. It's not like I'm not.
okay.
As you can obviously see, I'm not gonna say no, but I wouldn't reach for it unless my
You're an
options were
IPA
limited.
guy. You're not gonna go.
I'll
For it.
tell you this.
That's
like
fair.
I said the other episode, most people who I'm not saying most people, but generally speaking, people who stay away from IPAs, who don't like IPAs, just haven't found the right IPA.
To start with.
Fair.
Because when you find that IPA that kind of just excites and you just drawn to it, you'll find the right one. I promise.
I got you.
Excites
It's like lighting the matchstick. I feel you.
Aye.
Oh, so let me give you my number
What's your number?
before we jump to the next one because I
Is it
see you ready.
76 or
You ready?
305?
You ready for the next one?
Well, body count.
I'll
Are
give
we
it-
talking.
What's your
Damn,
na-
I got a high body count when it comes to beers.
I feel like the next beer is up. The next beers up are gonna take time to drink, gentlemen, because
Says
it's
you.
once we open, they must be consumed.
Well, damn right,
Correct.
they don't get consumed. Have you met me?
Yeah, I know what's gonna get consumed tonight.
Uh-huh.
All right, so when it comes to the Hop Storm, I do enjoy the Hop Storm, so I do give it a 3.75 for me.
Wow.
Like this one, I have ordered a few times. Like,
I feel like-
plenty of
okay.
times. I've tried to be nice.
Respectfully- Respectfully to the Hop Storm, if I was to order this beer from you, I would need to counterbalance this with something that's a little sweet. So back to how we were mentioning earlier about the bacon jam chicken wings.
That would. Go
I feel like if I
perfect
put that on the table with this,
with the Hop Storm,
with a Hop Storm
with the bitter,
IPA,
and then like
it would kind of counterbalance each other. And
Yeah,
correct
yeah,
me
I
if
mean,
I'm wrong.
It
You-
would definitely be something that you could really enjoy the bacon jam wings with these. But for any IPA, you always want to try to steer towards something a little bit spicy.
okay.
throw that Cholula on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But even so, like
there's-
off of our menu, like what we pair with the Hop Storm.
I like that they even have the
flavor
pairing
of
on
hop
there.
and bitterness enhances any spicy food. And it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, it could be fish and chips. You throw some, some
I don't
Cajun
know,
seasoning
that's
on it. Now it's
interesting that they have
spicy,
that,
and
like-
There's
Well, as Mike gave me this, as you know, I went to pick up these beers. I don't know who the heck was it that came over. Was it a manager? Was it another
yeah,
bartender?
yeah.
He was like, "Oh, that's training material. That's training. I can't give you that." I was like, "Oh no, we're about to talk about your beers tonight on a podcast. I need this."
I need this.
That's great. I'm sorry you can't give it to me. I'm taking it, but thanks.
Cool. I already got it in my hand.
Yeah, Mike already. Yeah, so yeah, we're good, dude.
No, it's okay. I already went through the channels. You can go that way. Thank you.
Alright.
Looks like we've got a little PR Thunder.
Oh, shout out
Says
to my
hello to
boy
both of
Thunder.
y'all.
Oh, look at that.
Here.
24th letter in the alphabet.
Is that
Trying to
X?
have you guess.
Me cago en la mierda with the 20. I ain't gonna count. Oh, bro.
I think I'm gonna.
That, yeah. Yeah, X. There we go.
I love.
But on punch. Me cayó el coco, coño.
I have no idea what you said, so I'm waiting for the...
No.
No, no, I know.
I'm reading the comments, and then he's like, 24th letter in the alphabet. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, X. And then I realized who it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
X.
Yeah. His name's Xavier.
They call
Makes
X.
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, got it.
Hence X.
But on punch. Got it. Oh,
All right.
man.
So are we ready for the next one?
Fuck yeah, I'm ready for that.
Oh, I'm fucking ready for the next.
So we're jumping now to the name is very unique. First time I read the name, I was like, who the fuck chose this name for this beer? Yeah. This is an odd ass
Oh,
name.
don't look at me. I
You sure it wasn't you?
It's Mike's fault.
no, yeah.
So this one is called the Tatanka Stout.
The donka.
So it's in at a 8.5 APV. So we're jumping from a 6.5
6.5.
6.5 to 8.5.
to 8.5 with an IBU of 50.
Mhm.
It's got a multi-sweet, hot, bitter, roasted full body, and a deliciously complex, intense, fruity sweet start, bitter finish, and a creamy head.
Excuse me. Pause.
Epa, pause.
That's what it says on
I'll
the.
take it. I'll take it.
That's what it says on the description. Now, for those of you watching in, this bottle doesn't have a picture. All right.
Well, hello.
But it has been labeled with a T.
You mean
But-
that's my bottle?
No, this one is not the one you can have all to yourself.
All right. But this one is a 64-ounce growler, also available at BJ's
That
for
is-
most of all of their beers.
You can purchase most of these. That's from your BJ's.
Well, this is a special occasion. We actually do not offer any of our nitro beers in the growlers
Okay.
because nitrogen, the mixture of CO2 and nitrogen is about a 3-to-1 mixture.
Okay.
So it's 75% nitrogen to 25%.
So that's why we filled it up just a few
So
hours
that's
ago.
why we did it
under
just a
2.5
few
hours
hours,
ago.
yeah.
And you told me seal that shit tight.
within 24 hours. The beer is
Flat and like
it's,
this.
it's flat and terrible. Even just the growler.
You better
on
use
our
it to cook
regular
with.
beers.
Is basically what you're saying. You could cook with
really,
it, yeah.
is it really going to still be there in 12 to 24 hours?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, but
That's what I'm saying.
relating to the cooking technique, if you really think about it, does the carbonation really matter to get the flavor?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You're trying to put the
Yes.
flavor of the beer into
Yes.
the meat, so
Yes.
it does.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Give me some details on that one.
first, you've been out and you not friends or what have you have said, oh, this my beer has too much head,
Yeah.
Aye.
Never too much head.
Yeah,
and he's 100% correct. You can
Yeah.
never have too much head
I agree.
when it comes to a beer, right? So.
Unless it's all head.
Because we can't just sit there and play just the tip game when it comes to beer.
Ooh. But on
But-
fonts.
But as far there's a reason why with beer you have the foam. We'll call it the foam from now on.
The phone.
The foam is the foam is there. The head of the beer is there because it does one of two things. It traps the CO2. It traps the carbonation into the glass, into the beer. So you're not like if you just pour a beer into a glass and it's all foam, it's my beer's ruined now. Not really. You haven't lost any carbonation by doing that.
It just starts settling and it goes-
if you have the proper amount of head, which usually
Like that.
around the proper amount of foam on the beer, which is usually around the size, about the size, 3/4 of an inch, about the size of a dime. So when you pour a beer, you want to have a good amount because like I said, it keeps the carbonation.
Yep.
And two, the aromas and the taste of the beer is sustained within the beer, so you don't lose that. If you just pour a beer out, thank you,
Mhm.
and you have like a light beer, like a lager, just a little bit. You pour a Budweiser and just instantly the head goes away.
Yeah.
that's why
Cube.
a lot of times those light beers and stuff like that go flat so quickly.
Yeah.
Because they don't retain the foam, they don't retain that head. So that's that's a lot of reason for that. But with nitro beers, the neat thing is you get that cascading effect,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get that little part of milkiness up at the top, that little foam, and that's why we don't do it in growlers, because it's more difficult to retain the carbonation of a nitro beer than it is to do one that's just a regular carbonated beer.
Well, yeah, makes sense.
But they are available. $4 for the growler itself, and once you purchase the growler, it's $10 per refill.
I was gonna put it back in front of the camera.
Oh, word?
You can finish what's remaining in the growler afterwards.
I was gonna grab the
Yeah.
growler. Just go.
Damn, I'm gonna have to start getting some growlers just to keep showing back.
So,
up.
like I said, like you said, Carlos, it's a 64-ounce growler.
$4 for a growler and then $10 on a refill. Yes,
That's not bad at all.
I'll just keep the growler, and not
Especially
pour
for
anybody.
the next beer that's up.
Oh,
And all you have to do is, like I said,
God.
you purchase the growler and it's yours. And you just bring it in every time and say, I would like to have Harvest Hefeweizen. Or let me get a Oasis Amber or Jeremiah Red.
And they just, I
And-
like that.
Yeah, no worries. Boom.
damn, that's good stuff, man.
That's not bad. I
No,
mean, if
it's,
you really put it into consideration, right? If you go and you buy a 6-pack of decent beer,
Mm-hmm.
let's suppose that we were to go buy a 6-pack right now of Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
Ooh,
Oh, that's like 15 bucks.
yeah.
It's only
That's-
4.
If you get a 6-pack in cans, that's almost $18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15, yeah.
Where
Well,
6
well,
cans gives you
12-ounce cans.
6 12-ounce cans.
And
Yeah.
this
4.
is 4
No, it comes
16-ounce
in
beers.
4s.
Yeah,
Remember, Kentucky comes in 4s.
Well, because of the
It
alcohol
also comes in
content.
6.
content, yeah.
It also comes in 6.
does
Oh,
it?
does?
I've
Yeah.
never
But
seen it.
I've
haven't
seen
seen it.
I've seen 6-packs with her at Total Wine,
Yeah, they
and
do
it's
sell
like
6-packs.
18.
But I know,
$99.
I know there's the lower level, lower APV ones. that-
No.
Not in Florida. Other places you go to, they have the 2 1/3. Like if you're in Colorado and you go to if you go to a grocery store, they have a 2 1/3. So you get a 6-pack at a grocery store, but it's the alcohol content is 2/3 less than what it normally is. You go to a liquor store and it's normal.
Interesting.
So actually, we're very lucky to live in Florida because the alcohol laws and stuff like that.
Hey, look at that.
are
Florida
very
men,
good.
let's go.
There's
right.
there's definitely some.
There's reasons why we drink so much and do crazy shit.
We may not get what is it? We may not get like what are they called? No, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna drink.
Cheers to that.
Love you for that.
But on your point though, there's a separation
It'll come back to
between
me.
like I actually said this to one of my regulars when I was there at work earlier today.
I remember now.
She after she
remember now.
saw you leave
remember?
with
You
the
remember.
growlers.
No, I remember now.
She's like, oh, and she tried the beer. She tried the Grand Cru. She's like, I really, really like this. And I said, okay. She's like, can I have a growler? And I said, okay. Now, just to let you know, this beer is 10%. It's a very strong beer. So that being said, if you take it home and you have a couple sips of it, or if you drink half a glass or a full glass, a full 16 pint or
Yeah,
whatever.
I was there when she was tasting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
by-
kind of gave her that
Yeah. Well, so you were
that
talking to her in
visual
Spanish.
perspective of
And he jumped. He's
Cógelo
like,
con take it
"Wait,
easy."
wait, 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 wait." Hey, but what are you saying?
Cógelo con
Really?
take it easy, que one cup alone will do.
Yeah.
But
And but the
she
thing
looks
is,
like she
by
wouldn't
the
be
next
able to hold
day,
more than a
the
cup.
beer it's going to slowly digress, and it's not going to be good
Yeah.
after 24, 48 hours.
You
It's
got to drink it quickly.
So
I don't know,
that's
man.
the great thing about our cans. Our cans are 6
There's-
12-ounce cans
well
for
from
$10
from what you showed me, you guys also have the Grand Cru in bottles.
in bottles.
What?
So for those of you out
they
there
are
listening,
pint bottles. It is 13.25, 13.95 if I'm not mistaken.
oh, we'll get back to that in a second because we're not even tasting that beer yet. We kind of
Yeah.
getting away here. We kind of getting away here. What was going to be our
That's-
closer?
You're making me excited. I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, we're not supposed to be talking
Yeah,
about this
we're
right
putting
now.
the cart before the horse here. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just so
Kind of gave away.
Hey, look, we're just gonna pin this for the moment. We'll come back to it.
Let's
All
turn
right,
the
so the
page.
Tatanka, yeah.
So, the
Tatanka.
Tatanka.
All right. So
Every time I hear the name, I always think of Dances with Wolves.
yes,
Oh yeah.
I think
Tatanka.
I think of the wrestler.
If you look at the label,
Yeah.
that's a great match of a movie to kind of put the label with because the thing's got a buffalo right on front.
It is.
Yep.
See, I think of the
So-
wrestler. I think of wrestling when it's Tatanka.
Tatanka.
Yeah, the wrestler named Tatanka.
There's a wrestler named Tatanka.
Yeah,
Was that
back in the '90s.
was that
Was that before I was watching wrestling?
Was that before Stone Cold?
Probably because I ass is old.
actually
Damn,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
say
yeah.
all
He's
that.
in the '90s, bro.
I didn't say
Look
all
it up.
that.
Put Tatanka. You see? He's,
Bro,
he's,
he ain't
he
that
was-
far from us, bro.
Yeah, let the record show I had WWF on Super Nintendo.
Coño, Super
I had it
Nintendo.
on
All right.
Nintendo.
Hey, if
Okay,
I'm not
listen,
mistaken, hey,
this isn't a
it was
pissing contest about
WW,
who's
it
the
was
grandpa.
WWF
Okay?
No.
Superstar, and they had Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble was the one to play.
Roy,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Ultimate Warrior on the
Damn.
ropes.
Oh man.
see, I used to love playing as Mr. Perfect. Perfect
I
Plus.
watched the series occasionally, but would I say that I would play that shit on a video game? No, I did not.
No, it's all it's the
Yeah.
Macho
I
Man
enjoyed the fuck
Randy
out of it.
Savage, and that's it.
I played it now, and it's like more complicated. Back then, you just hit a couple buttons. You got someone before they did.
Bro, I
That's it.
can't.
Gene, don't forget this summer. I'm coming for them. I'm gonna break them, take them, and tear them down to little pieces, and I'll
If-
build
if
them
I
back.
was-
you are not ready.
I'm gonna snap you like a Slim Jim.
I always felt like they were all constipated when they spoke like that.
100%.
Well, that was only Macho.
Me, Gene, I gotta go. I gotta take a shit.
That's why they always wore sunglasses so you couldn't see them. Like,
Oh,
I gotta
man.
go. It's nothing but fiber.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
wow.
those special
You
occasions.
just ruined my
special-
childhood.
Carlos,
I think they talk about you forgetting
Which,
words, homie.
you know,
Because
I-
on
I
chat, they're
love
saying
how-
you're forgetting words, homie.
One of our
Oh,
guest
yeah.
up there
Forgot
is-
your story.
I was talking because I was trying to remember what we don't have in Florida, even though we have a lot of lax like alcohol laws, and it's 40s. So
Yeah,
we don't
we
have
got
40.
courts.
We used to.
Yeah, but listen, at least for as long as I've been able to go and buy alcohol, we haven't had 40s.
I've been
So that's
able to
where
go
I'm
buy
gauging it.
alcohol
What
since middle school.
One of my favorite games that we used to play.
Edward
was
40 hands.
Edward 40
Yeah.
hand, bro.
Like I said, listen, unfortunately I've had to play Edward 32s, but yeah. So yeah, we don't have 40s, but like
Hey,
You can
courts
also
ain't
get-
bad.
They're 10s, but I keep them clean, okay?
the 10s. I keep them clean though.
Oh man.
All right, so back to Tatanka. So, what do y'all think? You know, I want to hear.
love Tatanka.
Yeah,
Tatanka-
you have been
Mm.
making very weird noises next to me
It's
the whole
I
time.
have
I'm like, what did I
man,
do to him?
Man, I love stouts and porters. I really do.
Same.
Like, the best way that I can put it is like I was never really a coffee drinker until like my wife and I got married. Like now I have a cup of coffee in the morning, but like I never liked coffee unless it was like un cafecito. You know what I'm saying? Like I whip that
So
shit
for
up.
those
in
of
the
you
kitchen.
who don't know what a cafecito is, it is a espresso made with Cuban coffee.
yeah,
Mhm.
which-
it's the right stuff.
If you had
It's
to,
the good
if you
stuff.
had to kind of tier it as far as dense, strength of coffee level, the shit's like a level 11 and beyond. Depending on which coffee bean you get.
Yeah, there's a reason
In
why
a
they
small
serve
size.
it to USC.
You know?
By the way, the explanation was for me. Yes.
So I've never really liked coffee, but I've always loved porters and stouts, and I think that's the only reason why I drink coffee now is because I love
you relate to it.
porters and stouts, the coffee notes, the chocolates, like that little bit of sweetness, that kind of like, like, oh, tread lightly. You got to remember, you're still drinking a beer here.
Yeah.
Chill out.
You're like, hey, look,
because,
you're in the morning like drinking that.
It's smooth and milkshake like.
Mhm. Oh man,
You know, actually, I tried it for the first time the other day. Dragon.
Dragon's milk.
Dragon's
Dragon's milk.
Yeah.
The white. The
Yeah.
white stout.
Okay.
Wait,
we had,
hold on.
we had,
There's white dragon's milk.
Yes,
and you
hay
guys are
lechita
just,
blanca.
you're just gonna.
Yeah.
All
Like you
right,
said.
all right, yeah, we're not gonna address that. Continue.
yeah.
watch it on one of our shows, one of our episodes.
I'm pretty sure it's
Tomando el
sponsored
leche
by
de-
Game of Thrones.
Bro.
Yeah, but no.
But yeah, I remember the other day you and me were talking about that.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned it to me, and I was like, bro, there's one by them. They're
you
No
said-
Holland. I think they're No Holland Brewing Companies.
Okay.
The name of the brewing company that makes Dragon's Milk. And the one you had, the white one, is a 6.5%, if I'm not mistaken. 6.8.
6.8. Yeah.
6.8% APV.
And I
So
think
I was
it's- I think
surprised
it's
that there was
6.8.
like something that low on Dragon's Milk, and I was like, huh?
Dude, it is so good. It's
is.
almost like a milk stout. But
I
it's
did
not.
enjoy it.
Have you had their original one?
No, I haven't.
Do you have it?
Ooh.
So the original one is in at 11%.
Oh, that's you did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one you told me? It was like
And then they
18%.
have one
the
that
snake bite.
I've been trying to figure out where the hell to order it from, but it's made by, it's called Dragon's Milk Triple.
Yeah, it was 18.
Oh, and it's
18?
like 17.5%.
17.5.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
My-
And
It's like you ever come across a 120, you're like,
oh, we had a 120 in an episode. I was impressed by the 120.
yeah.
That was the first time I had a 120.
Yeah, last time
Yeah.
too, probably.
No, actually, I still got one. I got one in the fridge aging.
Yeah.
Technically, this is all your dream.
I got one in the fridge aging. Yeah. But I was impressed with the 120.
Yeah.
I actually liked it more than I thought I would.
There's another one, another really great stout that's called Midnight Special. It's from Georgia, Alabama, I think.
Georgia.
That I was introduced to. But
You
no,
got
it's. I mean, I haven't tried it, but one of my regulars told me about it, and he was on a road trip, and he stopped at a place and he saw it. He said, "Oh, Midnight Special. That sounds kind of cool." And it's a stout, but it's 11.5%,
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
and it's not an imperial stout either. It's just a regular stout that's 11.5.
Damn.
He said he had like 3 or 4 of them. He was like,
I can see
Yep.
going back
I wish I
to
could whistle. Every time someone whistles, I'm like, I can't whistle for my life.
Yep. No.
No, I can,
No,
just, I can just
never.
do a quick holler
And
as
you know
far as
what?
a whistle, but a regular whistle like that, I
I
can't.
can't whistle at all.
Bro, I have 2
like,
different whistles. I have like
I've tried everything. Don't tell me to try anything.
And
I've
then I
already
have,
done
like-
it. All right?
if you
Like,
were
That
to
go.
shit, I cannot do.
man,
No, no.
let's go.
all right, so if you would try something,
Fucking
you
pissing
can do it
contest
too.
over
Yeah.
here.
Hey,
I hate both of you.
I'm a saxophone player.
I was about to get to that point. I was about, bro, you're gonna lose this competition. This guy's got to blow to play his instrument.
and what's my excuse? No.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Ha! No innuendos here.
Wait, what?
But hey, man, and just to let you know, his favorite artist,
Oh no.
number one favorite
Uh-oh.
artist,
Please do not commit such
All right.
sacrilege. This is all a lie. This
his
is a
number
lie.
one. He plays it all the time.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
fucking
Is
god.
Kenny G?
Oh,
Eh,
no.
It's the
Careless
curls.
Whisper?
It's the curls, right?
No.
it's
Stop.
Careless Whisper
Stop.
all day, every day.
That's not even the same person.
Oh, fuck.
God, it's all no. Listen, the only Kenny G I respect is Kenny Garrett. That's it.
I don't even know who the
No,
fuck
you
that
have
is,
to
but
know.
no.
He's also a jazz saxophonist.
So what's G's last name?
I don't fucking know. That guy's a joke.
You just reminded me of the thing
Kenny
in,
Gone.
and Ted too.
Kenny, no.
F. Scott Fitzgerald. Hey, why are you saying F. Scott Fitzgerald? That's his first name.
That's
not very nice. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Oh, what are you talking about?
All right, Harry, you empty or what?
Give me the goddamn growler.
Please and thank you.
Damn.
Thank
At this point, might as well pour the rest of it in
Hell
there.
no.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm good.
You good?
I'm saving my time and energy. I had a lot of calories today.
I just want to grab it and
You
drink
want
it.
more of that one?
No. I know
No,
it's
no,
coming.
no.
I know it's coming.
You know it's coming.
I know
Nada
it's
más por
coming.
el culo que
Before
viene,
I
it's
put it
still,
by my
it's still
mouth?
in the cooler.
Hey,
Oh.
See, you know what? There's no way of saying this because I was like, anyone want this before I put it in my mouth?
Ah.
Just put it in your mouth.
No, go ahead. It's all good.
well, if you're gonna refill it, I would suggest no. But yeah,
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
fair,
You're right.
fair,
At
fair.
that moment, yep.
Yeah.
because I've done it's another $4.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro, I had that shit measured exactly. I was like, bro, might as well pour it in the cup.
There you go.
Every last drop.
You really
Uh-huh.
like
Hey,
pumping
that's,
that.
that's my line.
Exactly.
I always say that.
Or you really like
Like,
pumping
I'll,
it.
I'll take the wine carafe and I'll go like this over the outside. They're like
Now-
oh, thank you so much. Like, hey, every last drop counts.
Every last drop.
Every
Now,
last
not
drop.
with the Tonka.
Not with the Tonka?
I want to see everyone's. Say or show with hands, fingers, whatever you want. What's your rating on this?
Oh,
Who want to go first?
I got mine.
Yeah.
What's yours?
The Tatanka for me is a 4.
I'm at 4 in the corner.
Yeah,
Dang.
because of all the stouts, there's a lot of stouts, and I'm not comparing between the different stouts, but there's just something really special about the Tatanka because I've never had a bad keg. Of all the beers that we have at BJ's Brew House at the Falls, I've never had a bad keg at the Tatanka. Always on point, always where it should be, at the level that it should be. Never been disappointed. So at that, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's not my go-to, but I like it.
Okay.
At a 4, solid 4.
Solid 4?
Okay, 4.
Four and a quarter.
4.25. Chen.
It's just so easy. to drink.
375 from Chen.
So easy to
It's,
drink.
it really is. It's,
What diga?
it's just
I'm going to respectfully give it a 4.
So easy to drink.
Respectfully,
I'm gonna
Wait.
Respectfully,
I was
Respectfully,
debating
I'm gonna
up
give
and
you a
down,
4.
4.25, 4,
That's
4.25, 4, 4.25, 4. And I think for me, it's back to the conversation we were having at the beginning when you were explaining why they don't serve this thing into growlers typically. If it was a regular stout, not a nitro stout, I would probably give it a 4.25.
Hmm.
You know, that's
Well,
where
even just now, the what, 2 hours?
2 hours.
Since it's
They-
been,
exactly.
It's still not like you saw when we poured it out. There was
there was
head
barely
to
no
it.
head.
yeah.
There's barely no head to it.
Mhm.
It's already lost so much of it,
Right.
and all the flavor is retained by that.
So that's why I'm gonna give it a 4 because I still like the taste of the beer. But I think that if it would have had a slightly higher carbonation level, I would have enjoyed it slightly more.
Yes,
Mhm.
because you want like if you have a Guinness
Yeah.
and a bartender does not pour the Guinness properly,
my favorite.
you tell.
Oh,
You
yeah.
tell
Oh, no,
that-
100%.
If you're a Guinness drinker and you're not at that 45 and halfway through, and then you set it down and you let it
Yeah,
cascade
yeah.
up to get that head.
And look,
you
I'm like,
serve it?
did you just pour it directly and just?
Because like if you order a Guinness, it's gonna take 5-6 minutes for you to get your beer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People
it
complain. It's like, hey,
Hey,
they
where's
should,
my beer? You ordered a
gotta let it
Guinness.
sit.
Yeah, you ordered again. You gotta let
It
it
takes
sit.
5 to 6 minutes for you to pour your Guinness
Mhm.
properly.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's right. I did see you pour Guinness once, and that shit.
Yeah.
I was.
When
like,
I-
No,
when
no,
I order-
yeah, it takes time.
I feel like he's playing with the tap.
No, when I
Yeah.
go to
Well,
BJ's,
see,
I
that's
get
like
BJ's,
with our
but
Italian, you'll see me. I'll drop it down. I'll walk around. Make a drink, come back over, pop it back up.
Yeah.
And that's it. But with the Guinness,
you gotta let it sit.
you gotta.
I mean,
you gotta
that
baby it.
you have a great point
it's
there. I
love.
mean, as you set up the growler earlier to fill that thing up, and I was like, damn, bro, he's holding the Grand Cru. That shit's already pouring. That thing is gonna overflow. But then I was watching the growler get filled up. That thing was pouring slow as hell. Is that intentionally or?
Actually, it's not intentional. The pressure is actually higher for nitros than it is for regular CO2 beers, for regular beers. So the flow rate may not be as fast,
Okay.
but the flow is also almost at the same because the pressure is so high. Because you want the beer, and for stouts and stuff like for any nitro beer, you don't want it to pour out like a normal beer. You don't want to say that it hits the bottom of the glass, it foams up, and all of a sudden before you know it,
It's just
there's
foam.
gas in the line and stuff like that. With a nitro beer, you can't have gas in line at all. It has to be it has to be smooth, full flowing, and it has to be at a certain rate. That's why the gas index, that's why the gas pressure is so high. So you'll see when you drop the handle on a nitro, it just flows and it just fills up, and then that's it. On a regular beer, you can't do that on a regular beer because it just foams up and it's terrible. It's just 80% head
80% head
80% head.
on average.
on average.
It's a good average.
That's- That 20% is somewhere floating.
That's what you left. That's what you left behind.
Oh,
Bro,
so
What's
let
that?
me give you my.
what are you gonna rate?
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah, it's a solid.
So
4 for
we're
me.
all giving it above. I mean, except for Chen. Chen gave it respectfully a what?
3.75.
3.75. So Chen was almost there.
We're learning what Chen likes now.
You know? He definitely gave the Oktoberfest high ratings, except for the piece of shit bundle.
Yeah, that piece.
Oh, you didn't like freshly cut grass?
He didn't like.
The
You,
freshly
you,
cut
you like
grass
the
didn't
smell
do
of
it
a
for you.
ballpark on a Tuesday morning?
It wasn't even Fenway.
Oh, damn. You got this.
I'm not wearing my hat.
Man.
Yeah, I think he went.
You picked up discount
I
dirt, man.
I got a match. I got to match the hat to the shoes. Hey,
Oh man.
It's a schoolyard baseball field.
Fenway.
It's not even Fenway. It was Fenway dirt. Different conversation.
If it's Fenway dirt, I'd be selling $20 a bottle.
You read on that.
You're not wrong.
You read on
You
that.
You're not wrong.
probably would go.
And I'd be
Bro, who
swinging
the hell
sweet
was
Caroline.
that?
the
No
whole
one
time.
heard this. This is something you should work on.
Oh,
Selling
Fenway dirt.
What, a beer called Fenway Turd?
dirt.
Wait, what?
Turd.
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 Oh, no.
Whoa,
all right.
whoa.
So a beer called Green Monster. I think yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
Cream Monster.
No,
No,
no.
no, bro. Come on.
I'm not.
Look,
I'm not.
I'm not fond of sports, but I
Bro,
know my
you're-
shit.
You're begging
No,
for that
the
to not
green
get.
monster.
The green monster.
A Boston, all right, a
my
Boston
God.
style. It's like you know your cousin from Boston. He's working on the green monster.
Come get a 6-pack of cream monster and see how that feels.
Cream? Aye.
This isn't
Take
Kentucky,
this
man.
You see what I'm saying?
Monster.
Like that doesn't sell. You can't sell. Well, no, I mean you probably
I
could sell
know
cream
what?
monster.
Bro, you would sell that shit.
I mean,
Hold
unless,
on,
un-
you know
unless,
you would
sell that
unless
shit.
it was sponsored by a certain particular group of guys who ride a bus. I mean, it would not be sponsored very well.
Bro, hold on. I'm sorry. So, this is far enough ago that I could probably talk about it. I used to work at Best Buy. I'm not going to say which one.
Progress.
I used to work at Best Buy.
La Guarita.
No. And I used to work at Best Buy Mobile specifically. They were one of my clients.
Oh,
Bro, they came in to upgrade some phones. I'm like, oh, what's the email associated with your account? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
Ekumi?
¿de qué? I looked it up and I was like, are you guys? They're like, yeah, let's. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, don't worry about it.
Here's your phone.
Here you go, bro. Let me know what you shoot with it. They're like, oh, you'll see. I was like, oh my God,
Damn.
bro.
No, man.
The,
No,
the,
no,
o-
no.
the only white panel van that invites people up to it and checks their ID.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Ah.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Mm.
Okay, so
Well,
are we ready for the
well-
next?
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely ready for this.
I'm so ready for the
I'm ready for
next.
the closure.
And on to the next.
Yep. All right,
Well,
let's
but we
turn
never
that
really said
page.
we never really stated what would you pair this beer with as far as the food.
So I freaking love this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could have this.
Like,
with
you know me, I hate
just about
fucking
any
coffee,
meal.
but the taste of this
Coffee.
Oof.
Coffee.
hey,
It's definitely an African.
It's a New York in me, all
I mean, it's something that you
Oh,
can
is that what we're
drink.
bringing it right now? So
What-
yeah, the coffee, that shit.
I mean, coffee.
I think a nice,
Nah, coffee.
smoothly,
Sorry, I'm not familiar with coffee.
Not coffee.
a nice.
Coffee. You never
14-hour
pour yourself a coffee.
What'd you call me?
No, not you.
Oh, what I'm pouring is a coffee.
Yeah, you get the pour over. It's the coffee.
Yeah. I want it tall, slim, and dark. I want to.
I was gonna say it's better. Cafecito, ahí,
Yeah, two tablespoons to
I just
one,
need a
to one
colada.
cup
Un
of
café.
water. You know what I'm saying? Like
Café
coffee.
pa carajo.
Esto do coño.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on my little translator
Bro.
thing at the bubble bar.
We'll bring that up next time.
All right. So the pairing for food would definitely be sweet treats and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
Sweet treats.
Yeah.
After dinner stuff.
Desserts,
If
yeah,
you're
definitely.
pairing it with food, now if you're just having it and you're just drinking it, you can drink any style whenever you want.
I felt like I can pair this with a really well smoked brisket.
I don't know what brisket.
A really sweet,
Sweet.
Oh,
like
14
like,
hour.
like,
Yes,
like
yes.
pineapple
Sweet
glaze,
14
orange
hour.
glaze,
Ooh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
bacon.
That's what I was
jam.
thinking. I paused a minute because I was like, what type
Bro,
of brisket?
he's
Because, like,
selling
I don't know.
bacon
Like,
jam
normal
hard.
That
brisket.
bacon jam wings right now with this stout.
they're going. Those bacon jam wings sound like they're going hard right now.
No. But what I am really
Every
amazed
beer so
by-
far, you know, the bacon jam wings would go hard with this beer. We're 3 for 3 so far.
and then some head.
foam.
Some
Yeah,
foam on the beer.
Get
Some
Get
foam
some
on the
wings, beer, and head.
beer. Yeah.
The
Wings,
only-
beer, and
hey,
head.
beer's the only head that never disappoints.
Chen, what would you want with this?
That's all I gotta say.
You want
so
More beer.
What's on deck?
Chen would just
That's
want more
fair.
beer with this beer.
That's fair.
Chan wants more. I wonder if Chan's ever actually tried this next beer.
No,
No?
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
So he's not, you know.
Ooh.
Hey.
So one of the reasons why
I love first
gotta have to
times
have you
because you
here.
never forget
Crew
your first
squad.
time.
Bro, I got introduced. I don't know. It was either my first year or my second year, whichever.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I don't know if you were there, but for sure one of yous was there. That you were just like,
Me,
Oh.
bitch.
probably. You were just like, you never had this? And I was like, no, I never had this. And are you having it today? 2. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was me.
Shit, bro.
This is
Whenever
for
there's a
sure.
crew out, that's exactly how I
Never
am.
the
Like,
same
crew,
after, bro.
crew.
To me, this is for
Shit, I think I
sure
even got you the crew.
my favorite beer.
Mm.
My favorite seasonal beer
Oh my
from
god.
BJ's.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's at least us three's.
Well,
Favorite
no,
beer.
I mean, it
there's-
is my favorite beer from G.
I'm not gonna speak for Mike.
Well, like I said, the last guy, so I gave you guys the courtesy of the heads up when I tapped it 3 days, because I had the line open. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are we live? No, I'm kidding. And from Wednesday to Saturday, what a full keg is 128, 129 beers, if I'm not mistaken, a full 20 gallon, 20, 25. So it's 128 beers. And
I wonder where it comes from.
4 days.
That lunch crew. That's what it sounds like.
That lunch crew, hey.
Hey, the neighborhood, man.
Lunch crew, like, hey, you know.
I mean, this is a great beer
that
you guys
neighborhood.
have, and it's unfortunate you guys don't have this beer year round, right? Because I'm pretty sure if it was a year round
But
beer,
it's so it's not something like that
I don't feel like it should
that
be
you
year round.
produce year round. Like even
Yeah.
for instance, like Oktoberfest. The reason why Oktoberfest is called Oktoberfest is because it's brewed in March and it's ready and available in October.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Takes time.
It's,
It takes-
the beer is named after it's a Marchen, Marchezn, something like that.
Munchin?
Well, it's in Munich is like that. Like the beer has a name because
Munchen.
it's named after the
Marchen.
month that it's brewed, which is March.
Munchin.
But it's served in October
Mm-hmm.
because of the process. So it's only available at that time, just like our beer, the Grand Cru, is only available at the end of the year because it's that time of the year beer because it takes that time to brew it and to have it and be available.
We can taste it. Mwah.
My God.
And have you guys banging at the door.
and this is
Damn right.
this is your 23rd annual.
It's our 23rd incarnation, 23rd annual version of this.
Okay,
Which
and we're gonna bring that cup into
Oh.
the camera here in a second.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
You got to show the cup.
we brought the cup into
I think
the
all of
episode
us
and
have at
everything.
least one cup. I know I do.
We brought the cup into this episode and everything for this.
I
good
have
old-
one at home.
so
It just sits here nice, looking pretty.
so the cup
Wow.
is what's called a servois. It's a 12-ounce serving, which is for a reason because of the high alcohol content. So a
Right.
12-ounce beer is served for these beers at a high alcohol content. But the shape and configuration of the glass depends on each variation of that beer. So, like we were talking about this earlier, the pear-shaped glasses that we had for the servois going back to for the 21st.
Correct.
Yeah.
They were, they had a little bit deeper run to it. It wasn't flat on the bottom, a little bit like pear shaped, and that was because of when the 21st was 11.5, no 10.5. I'm sorry, 10.5 ABV. So the alcohol content and everything else about it fitted that glass better. Yeah,
Let's start pouring it.
I'm gonna start pouring as he goes.
And this
describe.
particular glass,
Chen is like, I
it fits
want
because
this.
because you want certain beers and you want certain things like with wine, with the red wine with a goblet, you want to be able
That beautiful
Yeah.
to
color.
have the beer breathe just like wine. You want to be
God,
able
look
to
at that
have that
color.
and
Sorry to interrupt.
to have all those aromatics and stuff like that go, which
Look
is
at that gorgeousness. Look at
which
that.
is this year more like most is because it's a triple Belgian. It's coriander and orange peel.
Yes.
So you have that fruity grassiness to it, and then you have the coriander for that nice spice fruit finish to it. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
There's definitely something special about just holding a goblet and be like,
Yes.
beer.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I gotta say, like those listening on the podcast, the color of this beer is just amazing. It is like a field of wheat gold.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it just seems like it's flowing and just
This is
Field of was it alabaster?
this is
Ooh, alabaster. That alabaster.
Alabaster gold.
I don't.
Oh man.
Like no, I'm thinking more like we're looking at like Chen. Oh no.
You know when you watch movies and they're like running through like these fields of like golden wheat and just like
you
I was
mean
saying
Are
300.
you meaning like Gladiator when he's like walking home?
Gladiator, yes,
He's like,
Gladiator,
"Wait,
yes.
that is this
10.
color. It is just like it does not matter what else is going on. The color palette is just
you're being-
absorbing everything else. You can do nothing but focus on this glass, knowing that you're about to drink it and you're about to have one of the best glasses of beers you've ever had in your life.
I don't think
I
that,
honestly, respectfully, I love this beer, and every time you guys have this beer in stock, I try to enjoy it as much as I can before it's gone.
Oh yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
And
We do.
And if I'm not mistaken, you
Yeah,
and me
dude.
were having a conversation not that long ago. It was like, bro, how can I order a keg?
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, you know what? Small one's fine. I got a fridge in the backyard. I can figure out how the fuck to fit it in
That'd
there.
be great having.
You know?
And I'm actually still trying to figure how that actually how it can
Because
do that.
you guys are limited in these until all restaurants consume them, and then that's it. They're
Around
gone.
January.
It's, well, just like Oktoberfest and all of other seasonal beers, it's all based upon supply. Now each location.
Damn. Wow.
Sorry,
Immediate.
Chet just like took a sip and already gave his number. I'll give it to you later. What we all do, but
number to
sorry
be
to bring
revealed
it.
later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you see why we love this shit.
All right.
Oh, by the way, it's 10%.
Yeah, that's the minor detail we held back from
Chen
you there,
gave us
Chet,
a wow.
because
It's
you tasted it.
10%. It's 11 IBUs.
No, not even because Chen is adopted Dominican, so it's a guau.
It's a wow. Okay.
Wow.
So this strong Belgian style ale is brewed with the finest malts and spiced with a orange peel and container what
Coriander.
That's
coriander,
that smell.
resulting in a sweet small malty character with a whirlwind of fruit spice flavors. Average price per cup is $6.95. You can get a 12-ounce glass.
The
The beer
combination.
and the glass. So
I
the
have
combo.
not even
14.50.
sipped it yet.
So the glass is the one that we have here on the camera. For those of you who are watching, for
And
those
this
of
is
you
the
who are not
23rd
watching,
anniversary glass.
it is a souvenir of the Grand Cru's 23rd anniversary from BJ's Brewing.
Yep.
That's the name of the. All right, I'm
Yeah,
not screwing up.
BJ's Restaurant and Brew House.
There you go. BJ's Restaurant and Brew House. And then you can go ahead and you can get a 12-ounce beer at $6.95 if you
I
buy
was
the
like,
beer
go for the
separately.
food, stay for the beer.
Until limited quantities are available. If you do want to go buy a bottle to take, they do have some pre-bottled Grand Crus, and those are priced in at what, Mike?
If I'm not mistaken, it's $13.25, $13.95.
$13.95,
If I'm
$14
not
bucks more or
mistaken.
less.
Yeah, $14 more or less.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we also
Unless
have our.
for that I just get if you get the growler, you got to consume it
But
within
you're gonna
48
yeah.
to 72 hours.
Well,
But if you-
not
That's
even
not
that,
that
within
hard.
24 hours.
within 24 hours.
So you got it's an event.
Well, like for this event, for this day, to have a 64-ounce growler with Grand Cru, we know it's gonna be the 64
it's
is gonna
gone.
be gone.
Yeah.
so
So
it's
we're gonna
perfect.
be able to enjoy it, especially because it was poured 2 hours ago.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you want, like I was explaining to my regular earlier, if you want to be able to enjoy this and have a sip, but enjoy it, you want to go with the single serving bottles because you can keep it in the fridge and keep it fresh because it's bottled, because it's corked. And let's say Thanksgiving, you pop the cork, you
Right.
share it with a friend, and you enjoy it.
Mhm.
But if you have it like this, even though the volume for the price is fantastic, it's
not gonna
got to
hold.
be consumed because if not, the beer goes. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Those people out there that just want to get things like, hey, I can save a lot more money if I buy this. There's a reason why.
Yeah, but just make sure you call out of call in sick to work tomorrow.
Is that
because-
thing gonna make it a Thanksgiving? You think you're gonna have that beer by Thanksgiving?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it's normally when we hit January when it starts going like.
Really?
yeah.
I've usually
Well,
noticed it like
normally, like,
I
Like,
don't,
we
I
have-
don't feel like
well, we
that
have-
makes
we-
it too
we
January.
have the beer dinner on December 7th, if Tuesday,
Yes.
December 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check the date.
I just say January because that's when it starts like petering out, and then February is like.
Man, I feel
Good
like
luck.
it's gone.
No,
out,
I'm
like,
sorry.
Mid-December,
sorry.
end of December before.
December 6th,
December
if I'm not
6th.
mistaken. December 6th is going to be the beer dinner that Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just thinking about like when
That's-
like it's hard for
and
me to get it.
Preparing
It's like,
everything, it's
When you don't have someone on the
it's,
inside.
it's,
let me guess.
it's 55 on the day, 50 if you sign up early for it and you pay early for it. It's a five,
Always wanted to take the wife to that, and we've never
it's
gone.
a 5-course.
I've gone to
and
one.
We do the Grand Cru. We do a bunch of other beers and stuff like that for the pairing. And our beer dinners in general are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
So it's $50 if you
Pre-do it.
pre-organize your go
if you
date,
pre-get, yeah.
Correct.
right? And that includes how many numbers of meals versus how many number of beers. You said 5-course meal,
It's five
Yes.
courses with 6 beers.
5 courses with 6 different beers. Okay.
Okay.
And we do it every 2 to 3 months. So you have
Oh, so it's not just in December. You
No,
guys
no,
do
they
this-
got different ones, yeah.
Yeah,
our
they do
beer- our
multiples
beer-
throughout
like,
the year.
Yeah.
I did one
I
with.
thought it was
I
just a
think
December thing.
October-
Oktoberfest. I
Every
did
time
one
we do
Oktoberfest years back.
Oktoberfest, we do December. We
Every
do,
time that I've
we
heard
do
of it,
July with the
it's
summer
always been
runs.
around
We
the
do
Summer
That's
runs,
just
I'm always
because
like,
you're only listening
we
for the
do
crew.
our thing for March for St. Patty's and stuff like that. I think we do 6 a year,
okay.
That's not bad.
and it's pretty much
See, St. Patty's though, I come in, I just want
between
Guinness
$40
and
and
shots of Jameson.
$55. All you can drink, all you can eat.
The
Guinness
Jameson
and shots
sidecar.
of Jameson.
Yeah, that's my St. That's
That's
St.
one,
Patty's.
that's one thing that was great about the pumpkin that we haven't done in the last couple of years.
I love the pumpkin.
Was with the pumpkin we used to do sidecars of Fireball.
Yeah,
For an
I
extra-
know
for an extra
because I
two-
ordered that.
For an
Oh,
extra $2.50, you got your little. And I have a bunch of those.
I
too.
remember.
You
I'd be
got
like,
your little
I still
cup,
got the little cup.
and you just. Whoop,
I remember like, yay, and then get the. I remember they
and
used
then
to
we
put
would,
like
we would do
cinnamon on the
cinnamon
rim.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, the
so
cinnamon
good.
sugar rim. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
like
okay.
that. Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
And
Hold
even
on.
after when I would ask for it, I was like, oh, can you just like, can I get a shot? I just asked for the side. Like, if you're not there, because
Just to change your world. So we also have our handcrafted sodas and stuff like that, right?
yeah,
Like our root beer, our ginger beer we
I'm
make
not a
ourselves.
soda man. That's the funny thing. I don't drink sodas whatsoever.
Our black cherry soda.
Shit,
We
so
have,
you don't
we
drink
have,
water
we have
as
our
it is.
vanilla cream soda and our
I do
orange
now.
cream soda.
I'm healthy. Okay.
So,
Bro.
hey,
let me finish that growler all healthy. Get out of here.
Carajo, you
So-
drink water.
Yeah,
No
I like
more.
how
so
everyone-
I know you like Jameson, but
Fuck
so
outta
the orange
here.
cream soda, and a shot of JMO, and you drop the JMO into the orange cream soda.
Bro, I knew I
Shame.
should have brought.
Great.
I
Next
should have
time,
brought
next time, that's what we're doing.
for you
You're
to
gonna get a-
try it out as a professional bartender. I should have brought one of her poisons.
Ooh, yes.
And
Those poisons are.
the problem with those poisons are that you don't taste the alcohol until it starts kicking in.
No, that's not a
Uh-huh.
problem.
That's the
Huh?
point.
What? That is not the problem.
Yeah. And those are the ones that kind of kick you in the ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
later.
got some questions up there. What's up? Best Buy story's too funny, lol. The color of the Grand Cru looks amazing on the camera. What's the next question here?
I went to BJ's Beer dinner for Halloween last year.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Thanks
yeah.
So, we had
Thanks
some
for
people,
coming out.
supported. Thank you.
All right.
BJ's is what's up.
Shout out to Puerto Rican Thunder.
The color of Grand Cru.
That's my boy.
Hold on. Color of
I
Grand
feel
Cru
like-
looks amazing on the camera. Nah, it looks amazing
It's
in
better
person.
in person.
Bro, it
All
looks
right.
better in person, bro. Because in the camera,
So-
it looks way too
It's
yellow.
much better if you drink it.
Look, again, those
And it-
people that are just listening to the podcast, like it is a golden wheat field
Weed
from wheat
Whoa, whoa,
wheat.
whoa, whoa. That's a different
Okay,
color.
So
field.
I'll throw up my number for you.
Oh, I already got my number. We got
Yeah,
Chen's number
same.
already.
Right.
We
I am not a huge fan of triple Belgians. Like I said earlier, Golden
Right.
Monkey. I'm not a huge fan.
I am.
But he's like,
Damn, Chen's like golden monkey.
but I mean, Tourist Trap or Father Francisco.
Tourist trap.
Yo.
Tourist trap, bro.
Father
Hey,
Francisco,
and you-
though.
and
I
you-
think
and-
I
How did you
drank your
guys let
thing.
go of Tourist
I think
Trap?
And you're welcome, by the way, because I'm the reason why you guys had Tourist Trap and Father
I used
Francisco
to order that.
on tap.
Father
When
Francisco
you
Still
has
did
have
Father
Father
not-
Francisco.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. You got rid
But
of
we
it?
have Grand Cru, so we don't need
Okay,
that.
well.
But
Yeah.
the reason why off season we don't have the Grand Cru, I'm the reason why we had Father Francisco and Tourist Trap.
Well, we had tourist trap
Appreciate
for a while because I used to order that all the time and it was gone. And I
Yeah,
was like,
bro.
Bro, that was the backup plan.
So no,
Like,
it's-
I remember
so
you
this is
gave it-
off season. I mean, I want you guys to come in all the time. I'm
See?
I'm a
Look,
bartender.
support
I'm the
your
purveyor of
local
dreams and
bartender,
happiness.
and this is why.
I'm a friendly local
Support 'em.
neighborhood bartender, man. But I know, based upon because of the reception that I get from you guys, what people want. So of course I'm going to talk to my managers and tell them, hey, like we should, and we have a certain amount of space of the 43 beers that we have on tap. 43.
Yeah, 43.
13 of ours and the rotating taps and everything else, plus our local, plus our national and local rotations. But I know if you guys, and of course I'm going to try to have something that you guys enjoy because you guys are my audience. So
the fans.
See,
For sure.
that right there. That's the plug, man.
That's the plug.
yeah.
When your bartender knows you by name, that's how you know.
No,
You-
even better when your bartender knows you by beer.
Oh yes.
I love when I sit down and all I hear is committed. Not only from you, but anyone else just comes around.
Crew?
Committed. When the
Bro.
crew comes
Crew,
around,
100%.
crew,
Oh, you know who the first person that I sent any message or anything to or told him about it was you. I
figured.
walked into work and like, oh hey, by the way, we're gonna end up tapping Crew today. I'm like, right in the cooler.
See,
Send a
I don't know.
picture to
I
him.
couldn't say
was like,
anything.
Spread the word.
See, I
Today's
didn't know I could
the
say
day.
anything. I was just like, hell yeah. I was like, I don't know I can say anything right now. And I just kept it that way.
All I saw was the emoji like this.
Was it those who watch Rush Hour D17 clearance?
Oh,
Damn.
Yo, buy this stock. I got the end. But on
Yo,
that
I
note,
saw that. I was like, yes. And then you told me. Then I think a couple days you had one, and you sent me a photo. I was like, and I was like, yes.
but
So technically, this is my first time tasting this year's
This
because they're a
year's,
little
yes.
different.
Same.
They're a little different every year. There was a year that I was kind of a little like,
last year's was really sweet, and I did not like it.
yeah,
This-
like I didn't hate
This year
it.
brought back that full. Like
I think-
I want to know when it's a triple Belgian, and I'm not
Actually,
a fan, like
last year
said.
was
But
I enjoyed
I give it
last
a
year.
4.25.
Whew.
Okay.
Chen gives it a 4.75.
4.5.
4.5.
Shane gives it.
My
Oh,
bad.
he's rubbing his fingers right there. I can see it because he's beginning to get that. I can't feel my fingertips.
Uh-huh.
I get that same exact feeling.
I can
When I
feel
get that
my
feeling,
fingers when
and you-
Grand Cru, but I
Bro,
know
when I
it.
start doing this, and I'm like, I can't feel my fingertips no more.
Gonzale.
the
You,
4.75
I know where you
for
at.
me all the time.
4.75.
I'm
And the
waiting
only
for that
reason it's
5.
not a 5 is because I can't get it all year. That's it. But that's
See?
that's part
And
of
see,
the
this is
reason
why
why
I
it's
love
so
these-
good.
So see, this is why I explained
And
like
that's why
how
you
this
buy
works.
the single serving bottles.
And you just keep them
And-
all year. You have one a
Well, you
month.
can't keep them all year, but you can, but you
you
can
can
have it
keep
in
them a
March
few
if
months
you
out.
wanted to.
Hey, it depends on when you buy.
Three
Maybe you
months,
can.
3 months. 3 months, you're good.
But I
well,
think
we had a friend of ours who bought this and was drinking it from the house.
Oh.
And when he was drinking from the house,
really.
he
What?
this
They
was
in
last
chat?
year.
They're watching. Oh,
This was last year. It's not this year's. He bought it last year because you guys had it in bottles, just how you do now.
Yeah.
Right.
And thank COVID for that because we didn't do that before, if I'm not mistaken.
And he was
Yeah, no.
he was texting me like 2 months later. He's like, "I'm still having my last Grand Cru." And I was like, "Damn, boy, my last Grand Cru was on Thanksgiving night. That shit gone."
Who do you know?
You know, who the hell you still got the hookup? No, I just
Yo.
kept it stored in the fridge. Yeah. He's
Nah.
like, damn, I'm amazed it lasted you 2
I got a
months
six
out.
pack. It's probably gone the next day.
You know?
It's like,
Sounds like a personal problem, Ben.
yeah, I was like, hold up, what?
Oh man,
Where did it go? Oh shit, that's right.
Soporata.
Oh man.
oh,
What do you
shit,
give
I drank
this?
that already.
I'm gonna give this respectfully a 4.5.
4.5.
Let's
this
make it
year
a
in
4.75. What the fuck?
All right,
4.75.
I
Hey.
love it.
This
You know
year's-
what? Fuck it. I'll give it a solid 5.
Ah, thank you.
I'll give it a solid 5.
Because literally, I'm going for the 5. That's
Right.
what I was like.
I know,
I was there for the 5.
I was waiting for
I
it.
was like, this
Fuck
is a
it. I'll
5
give it a
for
solid
me.
5. Solid
Screw
5 out of a
this.
beer. We do have another person in the room who tasted this beer who's not on the microphone.
Uh-huh.
Is not on camera. She is hiding in the corner, off camera. What
I
would you
wonder
give this
who
beer?
it is.
She's
She
gonna
gives
say
it a
4.75.
4.75.
4.75.
She's gonna say 4.75. Why?
Is this your
why
first time
cut the
trying it?
25%? What was it at the end of the beer you didn't like?
She likes it sweeter.
She likes it sweeter, so she would have probably.
She might have liked it
probably
last
liked
year.
year's beer.
Last year's
So
probably
last
would have been
year's-
better for
Is this
her.
the first time you've ever tried it? Well, that
Ah.
was a rhetorical question.
Last year was a 5. Last year was a 5.
Last year was
this
a
year's
5.
4.75.
This year, hey guys,
Hey, it's-
sweeter. Yeah.
No,
Bring it down a little bit. No.
but respectfully,
So
this is gonna be my 5th year trying this beer. 6th year trying this beer.
we've. It's
6
definitely
year-
like 6 year. It was
6 year
long,
trying
come
this
on.
beer.
We made a whole
Probably.
chat
Yeah.
group called the Crew
We did
just
well,
because of that. We have it.
I will tell you this: the last 2 years, with everything going on, in the world, supplies were limited. This year,
Mm.
you guys are good.
Yeah.
We're heading out.
We make
I
it
love
limited
hearing
to this
that.
beer.
I love hearing that.
Now, get on it quick because come November, early December, by the beer dinner. After that, I mean, I still have people ask me, "Oh, do you have October
No, October's gone. Yeah.
pumpkin beer?"
Yeah. No, I
It's-
know by
it's
December
November.
those two are gone.
It's November,
Yeah.
so if come
So
the end
if
of
you-
December,
That's what I'm
January,
I think I'm gonna go buy
January
a couple
normally
bottles.
is when I see when
Good.
Crew's like,
I'm gonna go buy 2 or 3 bottles I can store in the fridge and
Oh no,
Yeah.
and have it for
you
Thanksgiving
already
night.
know. I'll let you guys know when it comes to the point that we're running out.
Y'all
because,
let me know.
because they
Wink,
they automatically send us out kegs for the seasonal rent, so everybody gets it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's our responsibility to order based upon
Right.
consumption. So if it's
I heard
If
in
you
our
got-
area we have a high consumption rate.
I wonder why.
a keg a weekend, apparently.
A keg a weekend.
I can't imagine why.
And not just a regular keg, bro. This is a full-size keg, right?
Yeah, 128 beers.
128 beer keg in a weekend.
Yeah,
Got,
someone
gone,
coming in,
gone in 4 days.
coming in 5 times a week with 2 every.
Damn.
Chat,
And then
make sure you
times
go
that
to your
they're
local
off, they come in
BJs.
and they drink a shit ton.
I mean,
for Chen,
I mean,
for Chen, this was the first time he tried this beer.
I saw somebody today that I haven't seen in 6 months.
Really? All right.
Came out from, they crawled under a rock just for a Grand Cru.
And he's like, hey, I had an early day. I was done. Came by for a crew.
Gotta love that crew.
What's up?
Gotta love that crew.
Mi-
man.
All right.
I miss that guy, man.
Shout out to KC.
Damn.
Case Triple.
Yep.
Damn, I miss
Shout out
you.
to
All
KC.
right.
Casey, if you out there, I miss you, bro.
So
All
any
right,
last words, anyone?
Anybody? Any last words?
Mm.
We all shout out numbers.
Yeah.
What?
You shout out
we-
a number.
Yeah. We
Chen,
got
you
numbers.
shout out 475, 450, 4.5.
450.
Uh,
450.
I'll tell you-
450.
About 450.
Second time doing this. This is an absolute blast. Thank you so much, guys, for having me and,
For sure,
and having BJ's Brewhouse
And
on the
just
cast.
to make sure, do you remember your Instagram handle?
Mine.
No. Look, it
It's on the
happened.
screen, bro. It's on the
No,
screen.
that's Carlos.
I'm over here. That's that
Oh, no,
Carlos
no,
over
I'm
Mike,
there.
trying to help
Mike.
a boy out.
At Lightning 02 SVT.
There we go.
Ah,
All
there
right.
you
So this
go.
is where
He's
you
mem-
find Mike if you want to catch him on Instagram.
No.
Yeah, please don't. I have like 6 pictures on Instagram.
Oh, you
I-
gotta
Well,
start
man,
putting
I
pictures
think
of
I'm
your
sure
drinks,
put
bro.
it- Eddie's put it in beers. See what you do.
I still think that you have to send them send like a telegram in order for that to work.
Look, we're gonna sit and we're gonna talk about this a little more. We'll get you put in more
But
photos, at
actually-
least about
but-
beers and what you put out there.
At the Legacy Bartender
There we go.
All right.
is my other one, which is revolves around my bartending and stuff like
All
that.
right,
which
see,
Legacy
that's
is
the
my
one we
main-
need.
Put up
That's
in
the
the
one
first
you
place,
gotta
bro.
promote, bro.
No, but it's something that I do separately for like gigs. It's separate from my
Okay,
job.
okay.
All right, fine.
All right. I get you.
All right.
All right.
Because so
but,
anything,
yeah.
any last words, anything you want to talk about what you
BJ's
do
the
and other
Falls.
things?
Check me out.
Man, I love it. I can't wait to be back. You know, it's always
you
a
know
good
you're gonna be
time
back.
drinking with old friends and talking all that shit.
For sure,
Cheers.
bro.
But if you ever get the chance, make sure you check out Guitars Over Guns. We're a local
Mhm.
nonprofit here in Miami and in
For sure.
Chicago.
Absolutely.
We work in underserviced areas with youth, making sure we try to reduce the gang violence and stuff like that's going on. Check us out at guitarsoverguns.org and give if you can or follow if you can. You know what I'm saying? We're all out there. We're trying to do the best that we can with what we got and making sure that our youth are ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Perfect. And where can they follow you?
Oh, me? I'm that Carlos guy 91 on Instagram, but I'm also private and I don't post that much. But you know,
Well, some people don't
God
have
bless.
it like posted, but at least, hey, look,
I'm not an influencer, man.
Yeah,
you don't
bro.
want to follow me. Trust
listen,
me.
I'm just here to drink and chill.
not only an influence.
Hey, but that's awesome, man. Thank you for that.
For sure,
Just
bro.
be out there, just,
Well, guys.
you want to go into and
And Mr. Killer Bees over there with the Wu Tang.
Oof.
Wu-Tang for life.
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang.
forever.
Born-
Woo woo forever.
Always represent. Born in Staten Island. Gotta.
Oh, over there.
yeah?
You know, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
zero conclusions with the Wu-Tang shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Carlos at Outdoors Brews and BBQ. Thanks for chatting in on tonight's podcast episode for those of you who are watching. And there will be another episode in the near future. Until the next one. Later.
Peace.
Later, y'all.
305.